If you're planning on going to London for the first time, then keep watching this video.
Hi, it's Gwen with CORR Travel, and welcome to these valuable tips that you need to know before you go to London, England, that all come from my travels to London. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and get you ready for London.
Why wouldn't you want to visit London? England's capital, London is a city that blends royal history with cutting-edge culture. Home to over 9 million people with over 300 languages spoken, over 3,000 parks and 170 museums, not to mention 4 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, London is one of the most diverse cities in the world that entertains over 30 million tourists every year. Number 2, the best time to visit. London is pricey and happening year-round, so each time of year has its pros and cons. Peak season months are the hottest, most crowded, and hold higher prices, but are a great time for festivals and events like London Pride and Wimbledon. Low season months are colder and rainier, but best for finding the good travel deals, with the exception of year-end festive events like Christmas lights and Winter Wonderland. The shoulder season months are arguably the best times to go, for a mix of good weather, more manageable crowds, and value for money. There are popular events these months too, like the Chelsea Flower Show, so ensure to check holiday and event schedules when planning your itinerary any time of year. Number 3. If you're flying to London, you have 6 international airports to choose from. The 2 serving the most international flights are London Heathrow, 14 miles west of central London, and Gatwick, 28 miles south of central London. The other ports serving London are Stansted, Luton, London City, and London Southend Airport. All but London City have express trains to central London. From Heathrow, however, it may be more convenient and less expensive to ride the Tube's Piccadilly line into central London with the Zone 1 to 6 travel card. Alternatively, you can use hotel shuttles, taxis, ride shares, or book a private transfer in advance for convenience. Trains from within the UK arrive at any one of London's main railroad stations, with Charing Cross considered the most central. The Eurostar connects London to Paris and Brussels via the St. Pancras station. Regional buses often arrive near major rail stations or interchanges. And driving into London is really not recommended due to heavy traffic, congestion charges, and limited parking. Now in London, you can get around by rideshare using the Uber or Bolt apps, or arrange a taxi with the Free Now app. But the best transportation in London is the Underground, or Tube, overground trains, and buses. They are affordable and extensive. Use either your contactless credit card or get an Oyster card. Just remember to tap in and tap out when you ride. Also keep in mind traffic and rush hour times because the buses and Tube are definitely crowded during these times and have higher ride fares. A more scenic way to see London while learning about the city is by taking a Thames River cruise. Download the TfL Go app for all rail, tube, bus, and river transportation services and maps. Hop-on, hop-off buses are also scenic ways to get to know London's layout, seeing great sights and hearing insightful facts about London. Biking in London is easy due to being fairly flat with lots of bike paths. Download the Santander Cycles app to access the bike sharing system. But by far the best way to explore London is by walking. You can combine walking with riding the Tube to cover longer distances, but keep in mind that you could spend too much time walking underground to catch the Tube, when you'd be better off just walking above ground. You'll see a lot more of London this way and not have to worry about transportation wait times. And last, why not do a food or historical walking tour or biking tour? These are fun ways to see top sites, learn more about London, and meet other travelers all at once. Some of the best rated London tours are in the video description to get you started. And speaking of top sites and tours, there are 2 passes that could be your sightseeing secret weapon to beat the crowds while saving money. The Go City Explorer Pass lets you create your own itinerary with its sightseeing credits package. Save up to 50% on entry to 2 to 7 of 90 plus top London attractions, including the Shard, Tower of London, bus tours, river cruises, and more, instead of having to buy individual tickets. Or choose the London Pass, also by Go City, that gives you up to 50% off the best of London's 100 plus top attractions, with hassle-free skip-the-line access. Upgrading to the London Pass Plus includes 4 premium attractions. If you're planning to hit several big-ticket attractions, either digital pass can save you time, money, and stress, especially during the peak season months, and you can't beat the convenience of canceling up to 24 hours in advance for a full refund. Next up, safety tips. Staying safe is key in a large and busy city like London, so here are some helpful things to know. Always keep your valuables and phone zipped up in your bag to prevent pickpocketing and snatch and run theft situations. At night, avoid empty tube carriages and stick to well-lit streets. Only ride in licensed taxis using the app or rideshare apps. Be alert around ATMs and put your money away immediately. And they drive on the left-hand side of the road, so look left, right, and left again before crossing the street. And if you do have an emergency, call the 999 emergency number. And here are the top things to pack to also make your stay in London effortless. A travel-size umbrella or rain jacket, and pack for dressing in layers as the weather can change quickly. Of course, don't forget comfortable walking shoes because you'll be walking a lot. And bring a contactless credit card with no international fees because you'll also be using that a lot too. A Type-G plug adapter for the UK, a SIM or eSIM card to access maps, order things by QR code, etc. A VPN service to access your account securely and stream online freely. A portable charger so your devices don't die out while you're exploring London. A monosling bag, I swear by these, because they keep your belongings safe while moving about hands-free. And a reusable, collapsible water bottle. Not to mention being eco-friendly, they save you a ton of money from buying bottled water. Number 8, where to stay. London is huge, so Central London is where it's at for first-timers. Central London's 2 official cities are the City of London, referred to as the Square Mile and known for its financial district, and the City of Westminster, which is the political and cultural heart of London and best place to stay for first-timers. Neighborhoods like Westminster or the West End neighborhoods like Leicester Square, Soho, Covent Garden, and Holborn all provide easy access to top attractions on foot, the tube and buses, and trains to the airport or for day trips, all of which will save time and money. The South Bank and the borough of Lambeth is also fairly central with its own offerings and ideal for touring London. When it comes to accommodations, it's more comfortable to choose a hotel that offers modern amenities like air conditioning, soundproofing, and lifts, for example. Some of the top-rated Central London hotels with choice amenities and sustainable rated practices I would recommend are Middle 8 Covent Garden, 1 Altwich, Strand Palace, the Royal Horse Guards Hotel, the Bloomsbury Hotel, Sofitel London St. James, Hotel Café Royal, the Westminster London Curio Collection by Hilton, and the Claremont London Victoria. Don't worry, I've got links to these hotels and more, including in the South Bank, in the video description below to save you time. Number 9, top things to do. Considering London is a historical hub and cultural hotspot, there's just too much to list in this video. But no first-time visit would be complete without seeing London's UNESCO World Heritage Sites, the Tower of London, with the crown jewels, and Westminster Abbey, with the Palace of Westminster and St. Margaret's Church. Additionally, consider some of these things to see and do, many of which are free, and sure to please all kinds of travelers. Take in views from the London Eye, or the Sky Garden. Explore Covent Garden Market. See Buckingham Palace, and watch the changing of the guard. Take in a show in the Theatre District. Wander the South Bank. View art at the Tate Modern or the Tate Britain. Cruise the River Thames. Spend time at the National Gallery, or just take in the views from any one of the multiple bridges of London. There's much to enjoy in this capital city, but there's no way to do them all. But for any that require a ticket, get one well in advance, as attractions and tours fill up quickly. Another top thing to do in London is sample the local and international cuisine. Must-try local favorites are starting your morning with a full English breakfast, having a Sunday roast, or a traditional meat pie, Don't pass up a sticky toffee pudding. And of course, there's the fish and chips. Afternoon tea is a tradition, as well as indulging in a local cider, ale, or stout. But this is London, so of course you can get whatever suits your fancy. Each area of London will have a mixture of its own offerings and standards, like Indian curry on Brick Lane or dim sum in Chinatown. Other great areas for dining are Soho, Victoria, and the South Bank, just to name a few. Feel free to explore or get a recommendation from your hotel or a local. London also has multiple outdoor markets, like the Covent Garden Market, and street food markets for a mixture of eats. Outdoor grab-and-go coffee and treat stands are plenty, and a must, of course, is enjoying a meal at a local public house or pub. They're not just for drinking. If you aren't eating, however, just order and pay at the bar. When dining out, your bill will more than likely include a service charge already added. Just ask your waiter in advance to confirm before paying. If no charge is added, feel free to tip up to 10 to 12.5%. Another great thing about visiting London is that it's an ideal jumping off point for multiple day trips to explore more of England, even on a short stay. Within 1 to 1.5 hours are 2 UNESCO World Heritage Sites, Stonehenge and the city of Bath. Also close by are Oxford, Cambridge, the Cotswolds, Canterbury, Brighton for a seaside escape, and the scenic Seven Sisters. All are doable self-guided by train or bus, and definitely by a guided tour. Just check out some of the top-rated day trip tours from London in the video description. Number 12, budget tips. Like I said, London is a pricey destination, and more so if you lose on the currency exchange. Use these tips to maximize your budget in London. Take advantage of the free world-class museums and galleries, or enjoy the outdoor scenery for free at a park. Book your accommodations well in advance, even budget hotels and hostels. And stay near a tube station, like in areas of King's Cross or Greenwich. Using the Oyster card is cheaper than buying individual transportation tickets. Walk or cycle as much as you can. Find budget-friendly meals at outdoor markets and pubs. And buy a London Pass for savings on attractions. You can help London hit its net zero carbon goal by 2030 and zero waste goal by 2050 by using any of the following when you stay. Choose a sustainable certified hotel through Green Globe, Green Key Global, or Booking.com, like those mentioned earlier in this video. Opt for an electric vehicle or black cab in your rideshare or FreeNow app, or use the FreeNow app to book an e-bike or e-scooter. Take walking or biking tours over a car-based tour. Don't litter, recycle properly, and avoid using single-use plastics, and bring your own water bottle to refill on the go. It also saves a ton of money, trust me. Support London's growing movement of locally sourced food options by dining at local markets, farmers markets, and farm-to-table restaurants, and support local businesses doing their part for London's sustainable future. And if you really want to travel London like a pro, use these tips. London has 8 bank holidays, which can affect attraction opening hours and transport frequency. Transit strikes can also impact your travel, so keep an eye on those transportation alerts. Westminster Abbey and St. Paul's Cathedral are closed on Sundays, and some of the best street markets in London are only open on Sundays, so know which ones for your itinerary. Many museums are free or free on certain days, so check in advance. Always stand on the right on the tube escalators so people can pass on the left. And mind the gap is not just a phrase. Watch your step getting on and off the tube. Again, central London is smaller than it looks on a map, so don't miss out spending all of your time walking underground to catch the tube. And finally, how much time should you spend on a first-time trip to London? I would recommend a minimum of 4 to 5 days in London, which allows for seeing the highlights and enjoying local experiences. Staying in the recommended areas and near a tube station will only maximize your time in London. Adding an extra day would be ideal if you want to do day trips from London to see more of England. No matter how long your visit, don't try to take on too much daily. Keep to no more than 2 highlights per day. This includes a museum, so you don't feel exhausted.
Well, I really hope you enjoyed these tips on getting to London. And if you did, give this video a thumbs up. Again, subscribe and stay notified so you know when the next videos on London are coming out to help you plan. Use those links below in the video description as well to plan and book. All right, take care and have a fantastic time in London, England.